Hey everyone, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm Pen, and I'll be your host on this adventure. Um, some shit's gone down. They deleted Sayori from the game. I don't know how they did that, but that's where we're at. And thus marks the day I sold my soul to Monika for her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monika across the school and up the stairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Excuse me? A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Pen. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. And Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Pen in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but it just happened. I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come and sit down, Pen? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I sit next to Monika. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. So you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before settling down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. What the fuck, Monika? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Pen, what kind of things do you like to read? Well... Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books and not people. But, I like lots of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. I didn't expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. What the fuck? That's not what you said last time. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called Don't You Say It Out Loud. And give it back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No? Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We'll sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibilities of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Pen? Hold on, there's still one problem. What? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All these girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Pen. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find a new member. And if we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. My goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Pen? Yeah, it could be fun, right? Really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you're really just after all this, I would be left after all this, I would be super pissed. Pen, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignments. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can share. Monika looks at me once more. Pen, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. See you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, so we need to see what happens if I pick what Sayori likes. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. What? This is about Sayori, okay? A third party intervened with her programming. I was right, somebody messed with her programming. But I thought they messed with her programming after she killed herself. But no, it looks like they messed with her programming to make her have chronic depression. Because I think she definitely was like spacey and had some depression, but not to the level. Somebody cranked it way up. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. Oh my god. Weird. Okay. Summer? No, that's you. Games. That's you. Question. That's you. Suicide. Okay, that's you. Anxiety. Defeat. You. Family. No. They've taken away anything. They've like stuck it onto these girls instead of the girls it should have been on. Special. See? Jump. That was Sayori. Mouse is definitely Sayori. Anime. No, Mouse might have been Natsuki. Alone, yeah. Blanket. Is it raining? It is raining. Nice. Lucky. Entropy. Love. Swimsuit. Hair. Incongruent. Marshmallow. And fireworks. I don't know who I made happier. I have no idea. I don't know who I'm gonna end up hanging out with today. Hi again, Pen. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone's already hanging out. Whoa! Nice face. Thanks for keeping your promise, Pen. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, hey, Natsuki! Nice, weird teleportation. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't hear the end of it. Whoa, hey, excuse me? Natsuki, you have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Monika, you're not supposed to be above the text. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Pen. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Wait. The picture is rotating. It's crooked. I was getting vertigo. I thought that something was wrong. Natsuki, Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway. Wait, did it just start? No, I can't even, it feels like it's seesawing a little bit. And Yuri's way too close. Now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in the club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, of course the music gets weird while there's a car going past, so we won't even get that audio in here. I wonder if it'll do it again. It got all distorted and like slowed down and weird. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you want me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Oh, there it goes again. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, it's back to normal. Oh, I didn't realize just how zoomed in and creepy that was. Okay. Now everyone is settled in. I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's been waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monika. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where You can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands? How do you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one shelf. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to the box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get closer and look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Pen. Consider that. Whoa! Don't judge a book. There's a lot of K's. Okay, so I'm sure don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colourful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Then she takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. That sounds like a comfy place to sit, if I'm being honest. Wouldn't a chair be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs won't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eagerly to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I've read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish a series. Are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being a little like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? It makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Yeah, me too. My parents were those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. See, this stuff, this is why I genuinely think Natsuki might be trans. Like, a little girl reading cute little manga, that seems normal. But if they're trans and only identify as a girl at school and not at home because their dad doesn't like it, he would not like them reading things like Parfait Girls. Okay. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika is kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki? Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Oh! Creepy. Oh, what is she saying? Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. Yeah, they weren't very light before. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Pen. She's fine. It just happens now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. So Monika's definitely the only one that still seems kind of normal here. I genuinely think Monika's the one messing with the code. Did she dial up the child abuse from Natsuki? Because she dialed up Sayuri's depression and Natsuki's child abuse. What did she do to Yuri? What the hell did she do to Yuri? That makes me scared. Anyway, why don't we share poems now? Sure! After that, yeah, sure! Alright, well then, I think I'm gonna end this here, because holy shit, okay. For now though, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe and join the embarrassments, which is what I call my community. And I hope you're having a great day, wherever you're at in your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!